Hello, we're Burnout Mamas and happy Friday. Oh my God, we're loving the sunshine.
We're having a heat wave this week. It makes me want a house at the pool.
I know. Well, do you know what? Yesterday I got in the paddling pool and I said to South, like, please, can we just get like a bigger one? Because my leg touches the end of the other one.
I remember
oh my
being
God.
pregnant. Well, it was a heat wave with Sunny and Sadie, I think. Because Sunny was 2018. Was it lockdown then? No, it was Sadie was
just
lockdown.
Before, yeah, Sadie was locked down.
My feet were swollen, so you're doing so well.
To be honest, I had this conversation with a parent on the way back from the nurse job. They're like, you must be suffering. I actually love the heat.
But aren't you like?
I love the sun.
Hot
it's only at night, but I've been sitting in the sun.
Have you?
I love it.
Well, what's your pigment in the sun?
No, I proper tan better when I'm pregnant than when I'm not, because I normally turn into a lobster when I'm like not pregnant.
Give it a little
rub. Oh God, give the Buddha a rub.
I've got one here, but it's not.
So yours. You've got like you've been on Slimming World, haven't you?
Yeah, I've lost another 2 pounds. I've lost 9 pounds in total, but we've still got another 2 stone to go. There's a lot of chumbawamba on here.
No, there isn't.
My belly at the moment is so bloated. I had bread last night, which was really naughty, but we had no food in the house whatsoever. And partner had gone out, and there was this fresh bread roll staring at me.
I love a fresh bread roll.
And I'd done weigh-in, and I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to have ham, pickle, cucumber and tomato. No, yeah, I did. Yeah.
I do love a fresh bread though.
It's nice,
just so nice.
Today, it's really bloated me. So
yeah, well, you actually used to be, and I'm sure you still are now, allergic to gluten.
Well, I'm lactose intolerant and I'm allergic to yeast. So when I do have bread, it really bloats me. And that's probably why I'm here like 3 stone heavier, because I'm not really sticking to what I should be eating. But it's all about me now. The kids are going back to school. So yes, we're getting back on that.
September, Sadie starts school. Well, I've just been having the worst night's sleeps at the moment. It's been
dodgy leg.
I've got restless leg so bad. If anybody can give me any advice, I've done magnesium salt bath. I've taken magnesium because the midwife said it was okay to take magnesium. I've had massages. I have upped my vitamin intake. I've been having fresh juices. I've literally feel like I've tried everything. And I actually some nights I've been like the other night I did actually put on a meditation before I went to sleep. But I actually build up anxiety about my night's sleep.
No, I remember doing that actually when I had Sadie. I'd get anxiety before I went to bed because she was hard. She was full on.
Oh.
Not before, but maybe after.
Oh, what do you mean? When she was in your belly?
When she came out.
Oh no.
She never slept. It was every 2 hours I was breastfeeding her.
Oh God. Well, this one, even though it's in my belly, like it was moving now, I can actually feel it.
I'm so excited.
Like 2 o'clock in the morning, every night I can feel like wiggle, 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 wiggle. And then, but I actually think the restless leg is it's touching on the nerve. And my leg, honestly, Pacey, I'm like that in the night. Like,
just getting up and down.
I'm going, oh mate,
it's horrible. It is. You're not sleeping.
And also, it's like I want to just try and get as much sleep as possible before I have the baby.
No chance.
The baby's not even here yet, and I'm like literally can't sleep.
I've got both children. Even when I put them in the other bedroom, they come back in my bed. And last night I said, I'm so hot, just don't touch me, just lie down. I felt really agitated. And my partner said, I'm going to see my friends, because every Tuesday he goes to see his friends. And I thought, I can't get annoyed because I'm going out to a tarot night tonight actually.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, why don't you come in?
I don't know.
You said you're busy. You want to come? It's a psychic night.
Oh, it's in Harrison Sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think my partner, whenever I tell him I'm doing these things, he does actually get a bit nervous. It's a bit. He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, do you know? I've just been so exhausted. I just want to go to bed early at night. I'm really bad at night. But I'm not meant to be read, am I? I think that's why I didn't book it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because I can't be read. When you're pregnant, you're apparently too open, so you can't be read. So I was reading. That's probably why I didn't
really on stuff last night on Instagram. I'm reading this book anyway. It's called "What Is Your Purpose?" It's a yellow book.
Oh, yes.
Can't remember the author.
So we actually had a conversation about this earlier.
Yes, so I
didn't
thought
we?
maybe we could bring that into our podcast today about what is your purpose and manifesting in your dream. I mean, what is your actual dream apart from everybody's dream is that I want a nice house, I want a nice car. That's not always your dream and your purpose.
Yeah,
even
and
though
I
you
think we talk about this quite a lot. What is your purpose in life? And I think it's really important to talk and recap it, because when you do have a baby, you have children sometimes, or life takes over, you forget what your purpose is.
Oh yeah, I was actually I went to visit Hayley. She came in recently from cosmetics, and went to see her yesterday, and she said to me, because I said, look, what can you do for me? I have not had any treatments in years. I had a bit of Botox here and there, but I was like, I just feel like I'm getting me back, and I can't explain it. All my energy went on bringing those children up, breastfeeding. There was times, like obviously we've moved, but me and Errol coming into our owners again. You know, we're not living. The family, the renovations come to an end. I just feel like I kind of was before. I don't know what happens when you have a baby.
Yeah,
but you get it as well, don't you?
Yeah,
You go into
you
life
lose
a little.
yourself, and you're keeping that baby alive. So your main function when you have a baby is survival for them, and also survival for yourself. You forget about everything else.
She gave me this analogy, and I was like, yes, that's so true. She said, she said it's like we're like pink flamingos. So when they have babies, they go completely grey, their colour.
Really?
Yes, because all their energy is going on bringing up their young, or they've been through. It's quite a big deal, sort of having children as well, like giving birth. Your body takes, what is it, about 3 years to heal?
Yeah, it is, because with the scientific fact was 3 years for your body to get back to how it was again.
Yes, and I am just feeling that, like, after 4 years. So yeah, when they start getting their feather and their colours back again, they're finding themselves, they're getting their glow back. I mean, she probably explained it to me a lot better than I've just done.
Amazing, though. I never knew that about flamingos.
Yeah, it's
scientific.
They turn grey when they've had babies, because
and that's exactly what we do. We turn grey.
I have actually turned grey underneath this blonde. It's so
our hair turns grey. Our faces are grey because we have no sleep.
I know
we are so drained, and I've got this all to calm.
You age about 20 years. I think I've grown so many wrinkles that you look haggard. But yeah, you do. It's just that period of life, and I think it's so harsh that this government, there's not more help for mums as there is in other countries, just to enjoy that period. Sometimes it's a year. I don't think it's long enough. I think every woman up to school age or preschool should be given more help just to nurture that child, and to not have to put that pressure on working. Once they go to school, yes, you're free, you've got a bit more time. But there's just so much pressure to get back to work.
It's stress on your body, isn't it? So this is how illness is formed, like everything, because we have so much stress on our bodies.
So, right, did you see last night that one with what's her name? The Clutter programme.
Stacey Solomon. Yeah.
She said the same thing. She went back to work after 3 months. And the lady she went back to work after 3 months because I think the dad had been made redundant, and that's why their house has become cluttered, and they'd had IVF. All their energy had gone on bringing children into the world, and they just sort of lost themselves. The house got really cluttered. Same, and even someone was like, I went to work after 3 months, and it was like I wanted to earn money, but I felt this massive guilt as well that I wasn't there for my children.
It is so hard. It is so hard, and even for me, people are going, "Oh, when are you going on maternity?" And I'm like, I can't.
Get maternity.
I don't even get maternity because it's my own business. Yeah. Like, you cannot have a baby and just let your business go, because it will just go.
Yeah.
Like, if I take my foot off the pedal, like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, fingers crossed, I've got an amazing team. Like, and you help me so much. My family helps me. The teachers are phenomenal. So I have got a really good team. So I can rely on people, but I still can't take my foot off the pedal, because it's what I've worked so hard for such a long period of time.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose it at the same time.
Well, your friend, didn't she go back to her dog groomers straight away?
Yeah, she has.
How's she finding it?
I don't actually know. I'm meeting up with her because she's in the newborn zone.
Yeah.
So, like, you just want to let people settle for a bit, don't you? So, but yeah, she was like, I can't meet up with you this day because I'm working. I was like, oh, bloody hell.
I know,
That's
thing,
only a thing.
it?
She had a C-section as well, so she is probably.
It takes longer.
It takes
for
a
your body
long
to heal.
time. Yeah, they're. I'll find out in August if I am having a C-section or not.
I was going to say, a lot of people as well, when they have given birth, it can cause like autoimmune diseases and things. And when you are pregnant, if you've got any illness in your body, it normally clears up. There's a scientific fact to that as well. Yes. Because your body is focused on bringing that baby into the world as healthy as possible. So I don't know what it does, but it self-heals its body. This is all linked to, again, you can self-heal your body, but sometimes when you have the baby, it comes back with a vengeance. But you have to, detox and stuff. Do you remember all those things I've been sending to you?
Yeah.
It makes me feel a bit sick, but the parasite cleanses.
Oh my God, yeah.
Is that what's inside us? I feel sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know, but I can't do that yet, can I? I'm going to do it after I have the baby, 100%.
They're like sprays and they're like herbs, and again, parasites are supposed to be linked to certain forms of cancer because apparently they start off as parasites in your body, then they can, if they get too big or if they're not healed, they can go to your liver, which is called liver flukes. They can go up to your brain. They travel around your body. I mean, I don't think some of these you can see to the eye, but they said that's what causes the disease.
Wow.
And they've opened up people's colons that have had these worms or parasites that have had cancers, and I kid you not, it's like big white strings in their colon.
Oh my God,
I feel sick.
Stop. I can't even talk about it.
Sorry if anyone's having their morning coffee, but I do want a detox.
No, and I just hope, like, even you saying that everybody can go through a detox, because we do need it in our bodies. Like,
we worm your dogs, don't you?
Yeah, we do worm the dogs. So, like,
yeah,
just let's do worm us. Oh my God,
I just need to get my head around seeing that in the toilet. I just feel a bit icky, but I know it would be for the best.
Does it actually come out in the toilet then?
Apparently it comes out in your poo. You poo it out because it's in your gut. No. These things are in your gut, your tummy. God knows where else, your liver.
Saying that, they say most illnesses start in your gut, like even Parkinson's starts from your gut.
And that controversial medicine that they talk about, ivermectin, that kills parasites. It's given to horses, apparently.
Really?
So there's some nasty things in it as well, so you can do it naturally as well, but that's why there is that controversy that when some people take that ivermectin, if they've had stage 4 cancer, read about it clears up their cancers, and the only connection is because it kills parasites. Wow. So it's an interesting thing. I mean, I'm not a doctor, I'm not going to say do this, but it's just stuff that I've read online, and the natural herbs are supposed to be better for you, but you can do the same thing.
Yes, so you sent me loads of stuff actually, and I was like, oh, I'll really look into it. It was wild oregano. Salve has that every day.
Does he?
And it stinks. It's but I can smell it from, like, I think where my senses are really strong at I couldn't have it now. But he does have it every day. He's on a health mission.
Is it not woodworm? It's called there's another one in there. There's about 4 different herbs that are quite strong.
I don't know.
Wormwood? But this is my memory. I actually
let's not talk about any more worms because I feel a bit sick. Honestly. Oh my God.
Yesterday I sent my school. It was home close day. I woke up and I felt like I hadn't slept. I mean, she was feeding a bit, and I sent him to school in his PE kit, and it was home close day for wine. Didn't take any wine in or alcohol. Came out crying, and I felt. He said, "You're such a." I don't know what happened. My brain, I'd seen it on the Friday somewhere. From Friday to Tuesday.
What do you mean he went in his PE kit?
Because normally Tuesdays is PE days. So that was the only one in my PE kit. Everyone had their own clothes, and I know he wanted to wear his football kit. I feel awful.
Why didn't the school call you?
There's just been so much going on today because they're doing a show. They've got in their PE. So for me, if I don't write it in my big file of facts, and I didn't, it's gone out the window.
No, but it is so true. Like,
I am a crap mum today.
No, listen, we all have it. We all have mum guilt at some point. Like, it is really hard, and even like I couldn't pick Iona up. I was so ill last week because we went to Disney.
Yeah, you were really buggy.
And then when I came home, I was just so ill, and I was the same. I said, like, I cannot drop you or pick you up. I'm so, like, I can't. even see people stay out, you know, when you feel
Yeah,
rough. So
yeah.
she's like, Mummy, why didn't you pick me up? Like, I just felt mum guilt because I do genuinely do it every day, but and because it was Daddy who picked her up and not me.
Yeah.
Why didn't you pick me up? I'm like, oh God. But you do feel so guilty, don't you?
Yeah, that was the only time I didn't do the school run was when I had COVID.
Oh.
So you had no choice but to help out on that one day, you know.
So as we're talking, I'm like crunching ice.
I'm having my coffee.
I'm absolutely addicted to ice at the moment. It's so bad.
Oh, there's a reason for that as well with pregnancy. I can't remember. My brain, I actually think I am.
crunch it like 8 times a day. So our ice machine, by probably about 3 o'clock, it doesn't work.
What? You're eating ice all day?
All day, Paisley. I've got to think about it. It's really bad. If I go to a shop, I'll get a nice latte and then I'll ask for extra ice. Well, I did on Monday.
Yeah. You're supposed to limit your coffee when you're pregnant.
No, I know, but I only have one a day.
Yeah.
One.
But that was babies.
Oh, I have small babies anyway.
No, I did have coffee throughout because I was working for that. My house got flooded, didn't I? I was working for home, so
I think 1 or 2 days fine, isn't it? But
yeah,
I never. Oh my God! Sorry, I never have more than that. I need a coffee now.
I know. We've just been trying this morning all our supplement drinks, haven't we?
Yes.
But we're stuck between 3.
Yeah.
So we need some help.
Yeah. We've no, it's something very exciting coming up. So we're very excited.
So we've veered off the topic a little bit, haven't we?
Yeah,
so
I feel like we've not had a catch up with you mums for ages.
So it's like we've got so many interesting guests on. We're getting people messaging us all the time wanting to come on the podcast. So that's really good. But
we just wanted to talk about what the purpose
was. Now, along those lines, so I had a big decision to make the last week and I didn't get what I wanted. But I asked the universe to show me a sign and I wanted to go in. It was with a house and I wanted to go in with a higher offer. And I was debating it. Anyway, I said, universe, I said out loud, universe, can you show me a sign today that I'm supposed to go in and put a higher offer in? I just need that reassurance. Can you show me an unusual yellow car? Anyway, I forgot I'd said it, driving around. Then I came up this hill and I thought, it came to my head again. I thought, oh yeah, where's my sign, universe? I mean, this is me talking out loud. My kids are like, who are you talking to, mummy?
I love that.
I looked into the what's it called? The rear.
Was this on the same day you said in the morning?
Yeah.
And this happened on the same day?
Saturday. And I looked in the mirror and I kid you not, there was a really old, unusual yellow car following me up the hill. And I don't normally see those yellow cars day to day.
Yeah.
But I was like, right, that's my answer. So I went in, phoned them up, put in a higher offer, but I didn't get it. However, it's still in the pipeline of whether I could get it or not because they said give them 2 weeks because we're not sure about these buyers. So I've been doing the 369 manifestation.
Like what?
Manifestation technique. So if anyone doesn't know what that is, you say what you want 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. You write it down,
but then also repeat it and say it out loud.
Say it out loud, and you also say out loud what you want to bring into the thing. So I'm not going to say what I wrote, but it was along the lines of, this house will be mine. Da, da, da.
And you've got to when you write it down, you've got to say it like you're already in the house.
Yes.
So I am living in this property and say the address out loud.
All your energy on it. So maybe I didn't get it. It might not be completely aligned with me, so I've got to accept that as well. But if it's not, I've asked the universe to bring in what is aligned for me. However, I walked up to that house that last week, imagine myself driving into that drive, being there. And what I have to do now is visualise me signing the papers for it, visualise me getting the call for it.
Yeah.
And visualise my family sitting in it and like it's happened. So if it does happen, I'll let you guys know. And if it doesn't, I think there will be
something else. So the story is when
we keep losing out on houses, we keep getting outbid.
Yeah, but
it's going mad.
Yeah, I know, because the market's picked up again, the interest rates have lowered. So we were talking about this, and you were like, Isla, what should I do? And I said, well, look, just hold tight because this really aligns with the story that happened to me when I moved, wasn't it? So basically,
when you were in Dubai.
Yeah, I found my dream house, and we put an offer in, and it was an older guy, and he said, we put quite a low offer in because it needed like loads of work doing to it. So he said, I'll get back to you, I'm going away, because he was meant to be moving abroad. So for three weeks,
just watching someone do the washing. I wish Cheryl would do that.
He's off today, so he's hanging up the washing for us while we do the podcast. So yeah, for 3 weeks we waited for the guy to say yes or no about the house.
Yeah.
So anyway, we waited and waited patiently. We already had an offer on ours, and we had waited 2 years for an offer. Our house was on the market for 2 years. I mean, and actually just before we sold the house, I staged the whole house.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I did this whole like witchy woo thing on the house, and then it did actually sell like a week later. Someone put an offer in, and this other house. Sorry. Oh my God, I've got like indigestion. I'm hopefully no one who's like literally heard that. I'm like, I've got indigestion. What the hell? Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like, for 3 weeks we waited for him to say yes or no. Basically, after 3 weeks, he'd no. And our buyers were like, what is going on? Like, we need to know what is going on. Are you moving or are you not? And we're like trying to hold on to them, like, because you don't, yeah. And so we're like, oh my God, we've not found a house. Like, we were looking everywhere. Anyway, the house that we're in now popped up, and it'd been on the market for a bit, but we wasn't like really like over the moon about it because the pictures didn't look great and whatever.
So where's the picture? They always say you should go and view a property.
Yeah, and never judge a book by its cover. I always say that.
It's okay. But
yeah.
You know that feel you get.
Yeah, and we got that feel when we walked in here, and it is that same never judge a book by its cover. If you see someone and you're like not 100%, it's not until we walked in and we were like, oh my God, this is our personality stamped all over this house. Look, let's put an offer in. So we did. And obviously the other house that was my dream house, it was overlooking fields, which I used to walk my dog on, which really meant a lot to me. I just lost the dog, and I was like, really want to be in that house because it's overlooking the fields.
However, was it your dream house now? You've got this.
Yes, who knows? But this house I used to walk past all the time, not ever visualizing that I'd be in it. Do you know what I mean?
It's always the ones that you don't expect.
But I love it now I'm in it. I'm absolutely at peace. I feel content and I feel abundant that I'm in it. However, the story was I did the 369 technique on that other house because
what I'm doing. Did you say it?
Yeah. I wrote this is the house before that they said after 3 weeks.
How long did you do it for? 2 weeks.
So in that 3 weeks that we were waiting for a decision, I was like, I'm going to manifest this, that he's going to say yes, that we are going to get this house. And visualized it, manifested it, meditated on it. The 369 technique, I wrote it 3 times in the morning. Some I'll be truthful, some lunchtimes I wouldn't do it because lunchtime you're already out.
I felt really ill yesterday.
Yeah, don't worry, but you do what you can. No, but you do what you can. Like, I wrote it down as much and said it out loud as much as I could, and I was like, I am living in this. So this is me manifesting the house that I'm not in now, the other one, right? So, but we didn't have it. So after that 3 weeks, I'd manifested so much, like, that he said no. I was like, okay, shut it down. It's not meant to be. It's not the right timing.
Yeah.
And then obviously we put an offer in for this. It got accepted. The ball started rolling. So forgot about that house, whatever. Literally about 6 weeks later, we was away on holiday. And they rang me and they were like, oh, Isla, you know your dream house? They were like, he's putting it on the market and he's going to accept your offer. And we'd already put an offer in for this. We've gone to the next step with the solicitors, done the paperwork. And oh my gosh, Paisley, I was so upset. Like, me and like Sal were arguing, weren't we, on holiday? I was like,
you were like, what do you think? I was like,
it's a really hard one. I know, because at the same time it was my dream, but but I understand now
This is
that timing wasn't right.
oh
Because,
my God, timing. You would have not been
yeah,
able to do that renovation. I'll tell you what, this house
yeah,
is so perfect for you guys.
yeah. And at that time, like, this is the thing in life, guys. Timing is,
You can thank Sal.
yeah, I can thank self now. I'm not going to say that to him because he'll get a big head, but timing is so crucial in life. Like, you cannot plan your life. It's all about the right timing at the right
Yeah, I
time.
do
And
agree
I
with that.
think this is the thing that you have to accept. If it doesn't come at that point, it may come later. And so many things like that has happened to me in my life anyway.
Oh,
And I think as you
everything.
get older, you realise that as
Yeah,
well, because you're
yeah.
like, oh, that's why it didn't happen. And even for me with that other house, I'm like, okay, that's why it didn't happen. I fell pregnant, and we
Yes,
would
you
not
did.
we would not be able
Yeah,
to do a renovation during that
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I found out I was pregnant
Just after that
after
holiday,
we
wasn't
found
it?
out, after that I know that I got the house. And that was my decision. I'm pregnant, we can't do a full renovation. Like, I just have to let that house go, even
Yeah,
though I was manifesting it and
yeah.
everything. I need to let it go because it's not the right timing.
And you can enjoy the baby. It's lovely here.
And also, you don't know what could have happened. Like, me being in a house with renovation, being pregnant, I could have been in a really stressful part, like, in my mind. And
Yeah,
like, at least
it's
here I am
stressful.
relaxed,
Yeah,
and everything that was meant to be is meant to be. Like, so although you chase that dream, sometimes that dream cannot be there sometimes at the right time in life.
yeah,
And I do accept that a lot more. It's harder when you do it in your career, because you want everything there and then, and you want the dream job, you want this, you want that, but sometimes you're not in the right time frame
yeah,
for it. But it sometimes
yeah.
does come later, doesn't
You've got to go for your dreams, but
Yeah,
if they're not working, there's a reason why.
yeah, 100%.
Maybe you need to reset your energy. And it says that in the book as well. We all strive for these big houses, the nice holidays, the cars, but they said sometimes what it does is it does trap us. So make sure when you're going for them and your dreams that it's not tying you down, because would it be better to go and rent a property, go and build different businesses, and then your houses will come along the way. But don't use your dream house to think that that's going to be your dream. You live in it, and then all you're doing is working and burning out
Yeah,
to have this house.
yeah.
So he talks about everybody's different purposes, and they were like, a lot of people's purposes come about through people's trauma as well. And that's what I was talking to you about this morning, wasn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
With First Dates program, I love it. That old lady, cannot believe it, but she was like, I ended up doing mental health counselling. I did it all my life, and I got into it because both my children were killed in road traffic accidents
Absolutely awful.
within 5 months of each other. So she said the first
Completely different
completely
traumas.
different accidents.
Oh my
So
gosh.
one of her sons built a moped, went out, had a road traffic accident, and 5 months later he was in a car with his friend. The brakes froze as they were coming around a corner or something, brakes froze and they went into a tree. That's what I said to you. Oh my God, that triggered me, because do you remember the accident I had in Maldenham when I came around the bend? The brakes froze, I went into 3 trees, went down the verge, and that tree was holding me up, and I walked out of it. Like, I must have had angels looking after me.
Yeah, yeah.
But I said to her, is that a common thing when the brakes go on a car? And he was like, when the electrics go, they go. And I thought to myself last night, I said, oh my God, I am so grateful I am here. I'm so grateful that I have this life. Because just like that, it can be gone.
Yeah.
Just like that. And it brings you back into the moment. So I think if you think sometimes as well, this day, we take each day as it comes, and you think, right, this is just another day, but that day could potentially be your last.
Yeah, yeah.
When you look back. So I think if you want to go for dreams, go for them, set your sights out there, and at least you know along the way you've tried.
Yeah. But don't ruin your life in chasing that dream, or because sometimes it is just the timing, isn't it?
And it might not be meant for you.
And like you said, that lady who went into her job role, she went into that job because of what happened to her.
And she
so
had a
I think that
purpose.
was her purpose
And
in
that's
life.
what they're saying. If you don't have a real purpose, but you're working day in, day out, that job then becomes part of burnout. You'll never feel burnt
Yeah.
out if it's part of your purpose, he said.
Yeah. My purpose has always been performing and dancing.
Although, that just reminds me of, we're mums, that's our purpose, but we're still
it is our purpose, but we're still burnt out. Yeah, so I mean, like, who knows? But actually, my other purpose in life is, like, obviously, I love performing, I love dancing, I love that. And when it was COVID, I obviously was selling Body Shop and selling perfumes.
That. I've just used the last perfume I bought off you and the perfumes.
Yeah, oh my God. But it
unique.
wasn't my purpose in life. And
No.
I remember getting a reading, and she was like, Ali, you're not meant to be doing this. And I was like, I know. But I needed money. I had no money. Like, I was about to have a baby. Like, everything I planned in my life, my business can run while I have a baby. You cannot plan shit in life.
You cannot.
Like, you cannot plan.
And
I think that's when you have to let go.
Have you got a 5-year plan?
No, I don't. I have a dream. I have my dream board.
Yeah, that's our dream board.
Our dream board is, when it happens, it happens.
To put timelines on it. Sometimes put timelines on the year. Like, I want to try and achieve this by this.
Like, COVID taught me that.
But it's really hard.
You can't
when
plan.
People go, I've got a 5-year time plan. Like, I'm going to have a baby, get married. And I'm like, it just doesn't happen. Like, it makes me feel icky. Like,
yeah,
I
know.
Can't plan life.
You cannot.
To that extent.
You can't. I mean, look, you can say, well, I'll get married in 2 years.
Yeah,
or
and aim for it.
Aim high. But yeah, aim high, and then when you get married,
my kids keep saying to me, Mummy, why aren't you married? I'm going to get married.
Well, we need another hen do.
No.
It's my choice, isn't it? My choice, my body, my brains.
Because they're watching all these programs where they're married.
Yeah.
It's the ideal thing, isn't it? Like Disney and stuff.
I know. In fact, Iona was looking at all the wedding pictures yesterday, and she said, Mummy, should I look at this page because you and Daddy are kissing? I was like, yeah. I said, me and Daddy kiss because we love each other. Like, I'm trying to explain to her, because we'll have a joke, like, on a program, if they're kissing, I'll go, oh, don't look. But then she's like, oh, I don't know if I should turn this page because you and Daddy are kissing. I was like, but we love each other, that's why. It's like they don't. Oh yeah, the birds and the bees, and don't. But yeah, so no, it is funny. But anyway, look, we'll leave you with that today.
Go and read that book as well. It's really good.
Yeah,
what is your purpose?
We always talk about that. What is your purpose? And it's something that you can reflect on and really think about it. But also do your 3-6-9 techniques, which is write it 3 days in the morning, 6 times at lunch, 9 times in the evening. If it is something that you really, really want, but again, take into consideration, if it doesn't come at that time, it will come at a different time. And just like what we were talking about with my house, I manifested it, but it did come, but it came 2 months later, but it wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
So
accept what the universe is bringing into your world.
Accept,
if it's not meant to be.
And then I realised why when I fell pregnant.
Yeah.
So you've got to. It's putting it all together as a big picture, but don't get disheartened if it's not the right timing.
Yeah.
So
there was a program. Did you see it on? It was about this couple that was looking at so many different houses. They couldn't decide on one. And then what happened eventually was, the reason why it wasn't happening for them was they split up.
Oh.
So the energy wasn't there.
Wow.
They couldn't ever decide on moving houses. What was right for one wasn't right for the other, because they weren't supposed to be moving and aligned with each other.
That's
when they
mad,
split up,
isn't it?
Things started to get the ball rolling. That's why they say sometimes when you're holding on to a relationship, doors don't always open for you because you're not supposed to be aligned together. So when you do split, that's why they say doors start opening.
We're going to do another podcast.
What's it? One door shuts,
one door closes, and another
so
one
leave
opens.
you on that hanger.
Yeah. And I think that's another podcast chat, because I really love that motto. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, guys, have a lovely Friday. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the sun.
See you.
Bye. If you're loving the show, don't forget to download our latest episodes. It helps us a ton by boosting the show and making sure more people find us.
Plus, you can listen anytime, anywhere, even offline.
And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Spotify so you never miss a new drop.
Want even more behind the scenes content? Follow us on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok at Burnout Mamas, one word, for exclusive clips, updates and fun extras.
Hit that follow button, send us a message, and let's keep the Burnout Mamas community going.